Hey guys, welcome to the Wedding Vendors Happy Hour with your hosts, Derek and Jade.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in and welcome to episode 28 of the Wedding Vendors Happy Hour. Again, my name is Derek with DP Films Productions.
My name is Jade with Justice Promised Events. Today we chat with Brittany, owner of Central Coast Tacos and Paleta & Co.
That's right. Today we're super excited. I know we've been taking a little break. It's been super busy, but today we're really excited because we're doing an actual Zoom in-person, well, not in-person, but Zoom video call for this event. So check out the YouTube link that we'll be posting below. But before we do that, let's get into this episode. So grab a drink, take a seat, and let's get to it. What's up, Brittany? Thanks for taking the time to be a part of our show. How's it going?
Hi, Derek. Hi, Jade. Are you guys doing good?
Doing great. Excited to have you today.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
How's your day been?
Great. Just a little warm, but other than that, wonderful.
Yeah, no kidding. This is our first time, everyone, doing this live, like not live, but recording. We got like lights on us and everything, so it feels pretty hot in here.
It looks great, though. It looks great. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah. Feels good. So with this podcast, normally on our the audio version, we always like to get it started by asking the vendor, just like who you are, your business and how long you've been doing it. Take it away.
Okay. So my name is Brittany Gonsalves, and I founded Central Coast Tacos in 2018, right after I had given birth to my daughter, Olivia. I actually was working for the Public Defender's Office in San Luis Obispo, and I didn't want to go back to work full-time anymore. And daycare was like a huge thing for a newborn baby. I always loved like cooking and throwing parties and having weddings and just being a part of big celebrations, because that's my family. My family's huge. I have a very big family. And so I looked into starting Central Coast Tacos, and it's been very much a family effort with that. I literally have employed my entire family pretty much, which is great because they help me so much. And I started Paleta & Co. actually during COVID, when Central Coast Tacos was not doing a lot of business. And it was just something to add on to what I was already doing. It's something that's fun. And I mean, everybody loves ice cream. So pretty much I throw a wedding, I give you tacos, I feed you alcohol and beer and drinks, and then I give you the ice cream at the very end. So
all you need right there.
All you need.
You can live off that.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, for those of you who don't know Central Coast Tacos, they are amazing. And first of all, what are you doing with your life if you have not tried them yet?
Yeah.
But personally, we can say you're really a pleasure to work with and so much fun. But take us back to the beginning. Can you tell us a little bit more about the journey like leading to Central Coast Tacos? Like, were you always into cooking for all of those events and stuff, or how did you transition into that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my great grandmother, my grandma, she pretty much like she was very picky with how you made salsa, how you made rice, how you made tortillas, how you made your food. And so and then my mother-in-law, she pretty much taught me how to cook everything, like make everything, guacamole, your pretty much any Mexican dish. Yeah. And so we started doing that. And then, like I said, I had my daughter and I didn't want to have to go back to work. So I was trying to figure out something where I could work, but still have her and my eldest daughter during the week. And it came about because I was just trying to, I mean, I wanted to have my own company and like my own business and have my own thing besides being a mom.
It's a job in itself, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And like, it's just, I always wanted to do something where I showed them, my girls, like, you can still be a mom, you can still do all these things, but you can also be your own person and do what you love. So I think that's what my drive is, honestly, is my girls. Because they're the reason why I get up at 6 a.m. or, go do events till midnight or 1 a.m,
Yeah.
So that's pretty much why I started it. And how that came about was mainly my family.
Oh, that.
That's super cool. You're like a role model to your kids. They like look up to you like super mom. Like, look at
My eldest, I definitely put her to work at Big Ditch Market last month. And
Oh,
Yeah.
she was a salesperson. She could sell you anything. So
There you go.
start them young.
Hustling. That's what it's all about.
Oh, goodness.
So we always like to hear about your first like wedding experience when you first, got into your catering business, you went to your first wedding, you're probably pumped, excited, scared. Tell us about it. Were there like craziness, mess-ups? Be honest, mess-ups.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm honestly going to try to remember my first one because no joke, it's been 4 years and I've done over 100 of them.
Dang, yeah.
So, or more than that, it's been a lot.
Did like thousands.
So I think my first wedding, gosh, that was probably at Birchwood Gardens in Napomo. And, actually everything went really smoothly. The only thing is that I wasn't counting in for like the timeline for like when you have a photographer, you have your timeline, everybody's on time, right? Well, hair and makeup ran late. So one of my biggest things is that I like the food to be on time and hot, like fresh, like right off the grill. I'm serving you because that's like the best type of food, especially for guests. And so that's like my biggest thing with that. But they ended up, I think the hair and makeup ran late. So everything just ran entirely an hour behind schedule.
Dang.
And I'm sitting here trying to be like, okay, well, we need to like serve these people food. Like, let's get them fed. Luckily, everything went really smoothly. It just, I think I didn't account for like timeline, like how like you could do everything right, but still there's, other people that come into play with the timeline for weddings. So, honestly, everything's just been a learning experience. Every single wedding is not the same. Every single event that we do is never the same. It's always different. And I just kind of roll with it and just go. You got to just be on your toes and just
Yeah.
go.
And you're so good at that. I mean, love her. She's on it. No matter what changes, you roll with it.
Roll with it. Yeah. You don't tell the bride, but you just go.
That's
figure
so
it
cool.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, what kind of tacos do you typically serve at your weddings?
So the main ones are the asada, the pastor, and the chicken. So asada is the steak. The pastor is the pork with the pineapple. That one's our
That sounds bomb. I don't think
popular one. And then the chicken with like vegetables. My favorite is a soy riso and potato, and that's actually a vegan option. That one's they're crispy potatoes with soy riso, and soy riso is not actually real like chorizo. It's an imitation bacon, what I call.
Oh wow.
I call it.
Yeah.
But people, when they have it, they like fall in love with it because they think it's meat.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's one of the most popular tacos out there. You could make anything into a taco, honestly. So
yeah, I was about to ask, like, is there a secret Central Coast Tacos menu? But it seems like you just said it. Like, I've never seen the chorizo one.
Yes, you can do that. Like nopales are really good. The cactus.
Oh, what is that?
So cactus, it's like cactus, like cut up.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then you put like tomato, onion, like lime, and then you put that on top. It's delicious.
Wow.
Yeah. We do have a secret menu per se, but
Oh, dang.
we don't advertise it. It's a lot of work.
Not bad.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome though. Do you make all of like your own salsas from scratch and stuff?
Yeah, everything is 100% handmade. So, and we use all like organic, fresh ingredients from farmers because we are so blessed to be here on the Central Coast. I mean, you literally get cilantro like in the field, like right there. So,
yeah, that's true. We still have some of your green salsa in our fridge.
Oh yeah,
my favorite.
that one's the most popular one. The green salsa. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super good. So with Central Coast Tacos, so we know that you make delicious food, but what other services do you offer for Central Coast Tacos to your brides?
So we do the bartending, the setup.
Okay, cool.
The cleanup, the breakdown. I mean, from beginning to end, we do everything. And that's one thing that when I went into catering, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna offer food.
Yeah.
We're good. We'll show up, do food, do the party. But then people were like, well, we need you to clean up and like we need you to like be able to break down and do all these things. And that's one thing I think. I mean, you can get a taco guy wherever you want. Like I could throw a hat in Santa Maria and go get a taco guy, which is great.
That's pretty funny.
But you can't get somebody who's wedding professional, who has insurance, who's reliable, who will clean up, who will do the bartending, who will stay from beginning to end and make sure everything is 100% perfect for your wedding. So that's what sets me apart from everybody else, is that I do all of that. If you want a taco guy, you can go get a taco guy.
Funny.
But love women, so
love that you're more full service in that sense, because it makes it so much smoother and easier on everybody involved just to have it all from one person.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one thing that I definitely recommend to all of my brides, is that if you're going to choose a caterer, choose somebody who's full service and that will take care of everything. Because I think a lot of the brides, when they think of their wedding, they think of just the food and just day of stuff, but they don't think about who's going to clean up for you, who's going to help you, who's going to break down or do the trash, or all the dirty work that you don't want your family and friends to do.
Yeah.
So,
and with because you offer all those services like that, but wedding planners love you, because I know Jade does.
Yeah.
I love working with Jade. Yeah. She makes everything fun. It's always a really good time, and it is really nice to have a really good relationship with the wedding planners, because we count on each other. We all work together, and we're running on the same timeline. So we're all, if the ship sinks, we're gonna sink it together.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, one thing that I found out working with you is your coffee, like how you handle coffee. Can you go into that a little bit?
Oh yeah. So I really love, I love coffee. Coffee's like, I literally was at Scout this morning, like drinking my latte. I love coffee. So what I really love about coffee, the coffee service that we have to add on to our catering, is that I let the brides pick and choose what coffee and where they want to get it from. Jade and I had worked on a wedding last month, and the bride had asked me specifically to get coffee from Santa Barbara Coffee Roasting Company. So I literally ordered it for her, the one that she wanted, had it sent to my kitchen, and then I had it made right then and there for her. And it adds some like special aspect to couples days. Like, if your dad likes a certain type of coffee, you're going to have it served at your wedding. You know what I mean? So it's just like a nice aspect to add to your wedding, to personalize it.
Love that.
Yeah, that's crazy. You just didn't do the little generic Starbucks. Here you go. You went above and beyond.
Yeah.
You're like, you imported it from Colombia, just ground it yourself. Like, dear Lord.
Got the beans myself.
Yeah, seriously. That's so cool. So Jade also mentioned to me that you also have like a menu sign rentals. Can you go into that and like how you do the services for your couples?
Yeah, so I like to personalize every single event that I do. Every single event is not the same. So I let my brides choose if they want to do like a personalized bar menu. I have them send me their liquor and they do a personalized menu. The last wedding I did, she did a personalized menu for bar and for catering. And I work with a local vendor who does all my menu signs for me, and she's great.
Awesome.
And so that makes it easy because it's just something that I add on to make everything look, pretty and nice, but also like your guests want to know what they're eating. They want to know what they're drinking. The signage is very important for that. So
that's it. Yeah, I like that you said that you work with another vendor, because when it comes to the community of the wedding industry, it's all about like helping each other out. And I like so it's like a calligrapher or something.
Yeah, and her name is Justine, and she's actually, it's Jil. Let's see, I have it right here.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. That's super cool. You got the wedding vendors working together to make a dream.
To make everything come together.
Yeah, to make everything come together. You finished my rhyme for me.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
So Justine from, let me see, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
So she is from J.I. Graphy from the block. And she's actually located. Yes, she's actually located in Orchid. And she does all of my signages. So all my menus and all my bar menus. And so I actually used to do them like by hand. Right. And it would take me hours to do them. And so I just stopped. I didn't have the time to do that. And I found her on Instagram. And she does all my signs for Central Coast Tacos and Paleta and Co., which is great. So like, I'll be like, Justine, I need a sign this week. She's like, okay, bring it over. We're good. And she's great. So I love it.
Quick too, because I remember we got you like the menu like for alcohol a few days before or something, and it looked great.
Yeah, she does a really great job too. And like, and so that's like one thing that I don't have time for is like artist stuff.
Artist stuff.
Yes. I wish I had more time to be creative. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You're a wedding vendor. That's what you go into it for. You go in to be creative, and then you have to handle all the HR and all the emails and phone calls and all that. You have to field all those things. So she handles that nice side for me, where I wish I had the time, but maybe when I'm 80, I'll go back to calligraphy and start doing it again, but don't have the time right now. So
that's funny.
Awesome. Well, it's been a long journey, and you said that you've learned a lot. So what is one thing that you know now that you wish you did in the beginning?
Oh my gosh. Wow. There's a lot. I think, I would have to say that up until till the March of 2019, everything was going, 2020, everything was going great. I was like, this is my year. We got this. I think everybody said
everybody. 2020, this is our year.
And then that happened, and I had to learn as a small business owner, that you have to just kind of hold down the fort and just keep going. I know that there was a lot of catering companies that did not make it through COVID. And it's really sad because, it was under those circumstances that there was just so much going on. Luckily, I've had amazing brides and, couples for my weddings, and they've all been really amazing and great. And I mean, I've had a bride I think my oldest bride is from January 2019. I need to get her married this year.
Yeah.
So That's our goal, is to get her married for this year.
Yeah, come on.
But definitely, I think for me, it's, you're always learning. You always have to keep like learning, like go to classes, learn from mentors, learn from everybody else in the industry. I mean, and that's one thing that I kind of, in the beginning, I was like, oh, I have a degree, we're good, I don't need to keep learning, you know what I mean? Like, I got this. I'm like, no, no matter what you do, you keep learning, because it betters you and it betters your business and it keeps you like alert. So that's one thing I was like kind of naive, I think, in the beginning, where I was like, I don't need to keep learning. I'm like, no, you're going to learn so much. Like,
So true.
That's so true. I like that. No matter like if you're on top of your game or just starting out, always just keep learning. That's
exactly.
Yeah. Cool. No matter what you do. And like you said too, I've like at times too, when we're like doing our jobs, I'm like, oh man, I wish, I know I could do better. But like you said, there are some vendors that couldn't make it and we're still thriving. So I feel blessed. We're blessed. We're all blessed to keep going.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Especially with all this new business that's coming in for next year. I mean, we already have 2023 people that are, hey, can you do my wedding? And I think Instagram is a huge part of, brides and couples, they see this and they're like, I want that, I want that at my wedding. So yeah, definitely blessed, and very fortunate to still be in business right now and to still have business and keep going. So
yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying 2022 is going to be like the year now. I mean, was it supposed to be this year or 2020?
2022.
That's what they're
That'll
saying.
Be great.
Yeah.
But kind of speaking along those lines, where do you find you get the most traffic, like leads? Like, is it Instagram or Wedding Wire, your website?
So actually, definitely Instagram.
Yeah.
I do not pay for any advertising at all whatsoever. All of my leads are word of mouth and Instagram. Now I'm kind of going on TikTok too, because that TikTok is like a big thing now. Everybody's on TikTok. So I kind of have a Paleta & Co. Instagram and then TikTok for that. Paleta & Co. I feel like I can be like really creative and just, get a popsicle and just go, walk down the street or
right.
Central Coast Tacos is a little bit harder, but
take your taco with you.
I mean, yeah, but it's definitely using social media is like our biggest aspect, and then also like just local community, our word of mouth, like in where we are, and people see our food, they see us at weddings, they talk about us, they get our business cards, they're like, I want to have you at my event, and it keeps going from there. So
yeah, that's true. Reels on Instagram and TikTok, we need to get into that. Those are tough. Like those are, I haven't done them. We need to do them.
You know who's really good at that?
Oh.
Tim Lopez from
Tim's the king.
Yeah.
Yep, he's the king of reels. So he's my go-to guy for a reel.
I'm just gonna hire him. Can you help me on the reel?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, let's get into another hard-hitting question.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
All right. With food prices rising, I know they've kind of been going up a little bit. Has this affected your business at all? And or are you kind of like balancing out as maybe you bring up your pricing as well with it? How does this work out for you?
So unfortunately, because of COVID, everything has gone up. I mean, the price of gloves for food prepping during COVID, I paid maybe $15 for a box of 100 gloves.
Yeah.
They're at $40.
Whoa.
Now. Yes.
The jump.
Yes. That's not just gloves. It's your plates, your napkins, utensils, basic, clean disposable ware is gone up.
Wow.
Meat has tripled.
Wow.
So I've had to raise my prices due to the food cost.
Yeah.
I've also had to kind of edit my contract a little bit because, when I first started, when I first gave a price in 2019, I can't give that price in
Yeah.
2021.
Right.
Oh,
No,
I see.
it's not
They
the same.
postpone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wish it was stayed the same. That'd been nice, but
Yeah.
it's not. Especially pork right now. Pork is a hot commodity. It's just going up. I mean, the price of bacon just keeps going up.
Mhm.
Jesus. Have your brides been like understanding when if the ones that postpone were like, hey, yeah, we understand.
Yeah, yeah. Every single couple I've dealt with, I've been flexible with them too. Like it's not their fault that they've had to postpone their wedding. At the same time, though, I still have to cover my hard costs for food. Like
Yeah,
you
of
can't
course.
around that. Um, and I try to keep costs down as much as possible, so I'm able to give them something that's affordable. At the same time, there's only so much wiggle room you can go with food. Unfortunately, I see food it's just going to keep going up. I don't see it getting any cheaper. So,
Yeah, my hat's off to you because like I don't have a hat, but this is my visible hat. My hat too off to you because like you mentioned, you gotta look over, like you said, all your the supplies that you always have to buy, the food and your employees and all this when it comes to like my end, I just got me and my camera gear that I just you have. That's it. That's crazy. So it's kudos to you for sure.
Yeah.
That's intense. Okay, here's another question. Now that COVID, like you mentioned, is pretty much the norm, sadly. um how has last year prepared you for like this year and the years to come?
um, I have a really good attorney now.
Yeah.
That is something that I learned on because of my legal background, because I worked
Oh yeah, that's so
for
cool.
the public defender for so many years. Because I actually wanted to be an attorney. That's originally what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go to school for it though. So and so I learned that on really, really, really well. Like have a good contract.
Mhm.
When you start off and when you're a new time vendor, you don't think about stuff like that. That's like one of the first things I thought about because I had that legal side of me to cover yourself, to
Yeah.
make sure you have a backup. And that saved me, honestly, during COVID, during for next year and the years to come. Also, like just having a good like work ethic. Got to put in the hours. Also having a set times for. I have two girls, so it's just me, my two girls, and I gotta juggle being a mom, working, and then my business. And you have to set, times in there where you're super strict.
Work life
Yes,
balance is important.
exactly.
Yeah.
Super girl, man. That's hardcore. You got the mama side, you got the business side, you got everything going. That's tough. That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Definitely. So like now that we know a little bit more about Central Coast Taco, well, actually there was a question. I don't know if we answered it yet. Was tacos your first thing you wanted to do when you got into catering, or was there something before that? I mean, I know you said you're looking into being an attorney, but when you went to the vendor industry, was that what you knew you wanted to do, or was there something else before that?
So I've always just loved weddings. I mean, like wedding planning, like I initially kind of looked into wedding planning and then I kind of backed up a little bit because I don't think I was, I mean, I still love that part of weddings, but I like to clean up and leave.
Yep.
So, caterers, you're like, okay, bye, see you later.
Yeah,
We're done,
Yeah.
I just really like, and then also like I love tacos. Honestly, like I could tell you in LA and Vegas and Hawaii where you can get good tacos because that's like the type of girl I am. As long as I have my tacos and my beer, we're good. Like,
Yeah. Solid.
It's a lifestyle.
it is a lifestyle, yes.
It is.
So like you said, now that we know a lot more about Central Coast Tacos, we want to dig into your new ventures. So tell us what inspired Paletas and Co.
Yeah, so Paleta and Co. So I'm actually from Kansas. So I would come to California every summer to visit my family, and they live in Santa Maria. And you have the ice cream guy like go down the street and he's ringing his bells with the ice cream, and you hear them as a little kid, you hear them and you're like, ice cream, and everybody just runs out. And I don't know about you, but ice cream always makes me happy. It makes everybody happy.
Makes everyone happy.
And I was just looking to add on to something to Central Coast Tacos, but also like I love being creative, so I wanted to like do something. And during COVID, wasn't really doing much.
Yeah.
Besides, well, I had my girls and I was doing school from home, and let me tell you that was horrible. I am not a teacher.
Yeah, I can imagine. It'd be tough.
I feel for every single parent that has had to put their kids in school during COVID and like have them at home. And I wanted to explore my creative side. And so I actually found a ad on Craigslist of this beaten up old ice cream cart in San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
So I literally went there. I got it. I think it was like $400, some super cheap thing. I picked it up, brought it back, and my aunt's husband, actually, he works and he redoes cars. Like that's what he does. And I asked him, I'm like, hey, can you make this into like what I want it to look like? Can you like, refurbish it and make it how I want it to look? And he's like, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do that. Because he actually does like lowriders. Like he's like a custom artist. Yeah. And he saw what I wanted to do, and he helped me with the exact vision I had. I got my neon sign from Australia because during the time of COVID, nobody was doing anything.
Yeah, just like,
right.
Done.
So I literally had to order it from Australia, and I was really nervous, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to look horrible. But it came and it was like in perfect condition. It was from this company called Neon Sketch in Australia. And I got it, and it was like the brightest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. And I mean, I just had a vision of what it would look like, and I kind of just made it come to life. And it, like I said, it's cute. It's something that you can add for your wedding, for a party, for an event, and it just makes everybody happy because everybody loves ice cream.
Yeah.
So
everyone loves a good old ice cream. What is how do you say it? Paletas?
Paleta.
Paleta.
Yes. So it's like a popsicle.
Popsicles. That's what it means, people. How do you deliver that to your events?
So I actually use a lot of dry ice. Dry ice will keep the ice cream cool. And so I did an event at Willow and Oak. And
Willow and Oak.
That event, it was 115 degrees outside.
Oh, God.
I got there at 9 a.m. It was 109. I had my little ice cream cart. I put my dry ice and I had like 200 popsicles in there. And I was trying to calculate the amount of dry ice ratio to ice cream. And I think I ended up getting like 30 pounds of dry ice for all of the popsicles. When I had to go do another event at the Victorian. So I dropped my employee off there, went to do Central Coast Tacos event in the Victorian and AG. I came back at probably 9 o'clock at night, and everything was frozen completely perfect. And I'm telling you, everybody really appreciated the ice cream because it was so hot.
I imagine.
That they're like, thank you for bringing this, because we were dying. Like,
that's so cool. Yeah, the ice cream would be awesome. So how do you bring? You just got like a truck and you just drop it off with your truck?
Yes, I actually have a trailer.
Oh, cool.
And I had to learn how to like drive and navigate. It was probably the hardest part of my job.
Yeah.
But I learned how to do everything, and it's now I can do it in like 5 minutes, super easy. So I pretty much just go drop off have an employee that gets there. They set up everything, and then I come pick it up. And that's how I operate the ice cream cart. So
Love it. And I love that it's a cart too, because like, I mean, yeah, there's like cool ice cream trucks, but sometimes you're limited on space too.
yes,
So the
yes,
carts, you can put it anywhere.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've been on a mountain before, so.
Way up there on the very
That's
tip of the
cool.
mountain.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding. That's so cool. Let's see. What kind of ice creams do you serve? Like, do they get a pick? Do they have like on your website or something they could pick what they
Yeah.
want? Or?
So we have a variety of ice creams. I do.
Oh, the little one.
Sorry.
The little one in the house.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Hey,
welcome to the interview.
speaker.
Guest speaker.
Not coming.
Here, okay, go with Sissy. I'm mommy.
That was all over the place.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
you're
guys.
good.
Hold on.
You're good.
Teddy outside. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. I don't know. Go look in the car. Okay. Go, Sissy. Okay. Sorry, guys.
You're good. I'm gonna leave that in the video. So you're gonna like it. People will like it.
Oh my gosh, that's my life.
Her mom in
cool.
action.
Yep. I try to be.
Yeah, so we're asking about like the different types of ice creams you offer and how do people book that for their menus? Or
Yeah, so I send a pricing list over, and then you get to choose a variety of ice creams. So you can do, you have pistachio, chocolate, strawberries and cream, horchata.
Chata. So
We
good.
have a mango and chili.
Oh,
We have regular mango. I have ice cream with milk and then without milk because I know people have dietary issues.
Yeah.
And then also we have the classic ice creams. You can do the drumsticks or you can do the ice cream sandwich.
yeah.
So those are nice. So they get to choose, like they can do a variety, and then have it sent, I get there and they do a variety for their guests, or they can choose like customized ice creams. I did have a bride from Willow and Oak where she did color coordinating to her wedding.
Oh, wow.
So she did strawberry, mango, and then it was coconut. And so that was the color of her color palette for her wedding.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool too, to have, you can do.
So you could customize an ice cream for if they want that.
Yes.
That's so gnarly. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I like how you have the horchata and the chili and mango, like you're keeping it a theme. You got your theme in there, which is cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Those are definitely our most popular. The mango and the chili is like the best one. We also have our most popular one's the Oreo.
Oh yeah.
It's like cookies and cream.
Yeah.
With big Oreos inside the ice cream.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I could go down for one right now.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
So do you mainly serve for weddings, or are you like open to like other events or even like pop-up locations?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we actually started doing Big Ditch Market in August. And that's an event in Rio Grande on Corral Street. And that was actually put on by local businesses downtown in Rio Grande, where they wanted to have like local vendors come and have a market, like like how San Luis does. They have the farmers market. And it's great because they're all women. So they all put it on. And Krista from Hello Village, she's the one who asked me, she's like, hey, do you want to come and do a pop-up event? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I thought I would sell like maybe like 20 popsicles that day. I'd be like, oh, okay. We actually sold out within like an hour. And the next event that I did, I'm like, okay, I got to bring more. And it was actually freezing cold. It started raining, and I still sold out of ice cream because people loved the ice cream.
Yeah.
So it was great.
That's awesome. We got to check one of those out.
Yeah, your Instagram, like I wish I could pull it up. I need to learn how to do the screen share thing, but your Instagram is so sick. I like how the cart looks super modern and hip. I saw the style shoot you did with it. Like kudos to you. Do you feel that that is like booking more now with Central Coast Target, or are they kind of like the same when it comes to bookings?
So I feel like for both of them, I mean, I get tons of leads on both of them.
Yeah,
Like,
but yeah.
calls with them. I always try to add it on to my packages for brides because
Smart.
I'm already doing your wedding. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
hey, you want ice cream?
Yeah.
Like it's just something to add on. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I've told other caterers and vendors, like, you're already doing a service, add on something else. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like get creative, add on something else because it just makes you more revenue.
Mhm.
So that's something I like to add there.
Yeah, see, so the vendors that are listening, throw on an add-on.
Yeah.
Have that add-on. A little bit
Yes.
more revenue.
Yes.
Yeah. So do we saw the little ones, the little special guest speakers jump in right now. So do they help you at all at their events? And are you planning on having them take over when you want to retire?
Good question. So, my 10-year-old actually worked with me at the last event that I did. And Tim Lopez, he got a really good video of her in there. So she's on my Instagram. She also came out and she's like my model too, my oldest. Because she did the first styled shoot I ever did. And she was my model. She was sitting on the cart. We actually got published, the Paleta & Co. got published in the new Time Slow last month. So that was fun because she got to, I got an article and then she got to be on the picture with that.
How cool.
So, but yeah, I told her, I'm like, one day you're going to take over this. She's like, okay, I'll take over it. And then.
For real.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you can do calligraphy for her.
Yeah.
No kidding. So like, I'm gonna let Jade ask this one right here. Go for it, baby.
Oh, yeah. So we know that you've done so many weddings with, both companies. Is there one that pops out at you? Like, is there a memorable wedding story you can share?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's so many. I'm gonna have to pick one.
Just having flashes.
Right. Yeah. They all come like flashing back. It kind of depends. Like I've always had really good weddings. Probably the most memorable one that I did was at the Loriana right before COVID happened. It was like our biggest wedding. It was like 300 people. Loriana has multiple levels to it. Mm-hmm. I had like 20 staff running around, making sure everything's perfect. And I think I was so nervous that day because that venue is beautiful, but it's huge.
Yeah.
The grounds, just like the layout is so enormous, but it's just so gorgeous. Like everywhere you go, it's beautiful. But I think that one, they did their dance and like they did it on like clouds and like, with the fog and like the bride looked beautiful. The groom looked amazing. All the groomsmen had different colored socks. Yeah. I did that wedding with Janet Tracy, and that was my first wedding I ever did with Janet. And she was amazing. She's amazing. She is like so on top of it. And she was right there alongside me, coordinating everything with me, because I think what people forget too is that when you're a caterer, you're also coordinating with the wedding planner. You got to make sure everything's in sync. So, I think having that clear communication with her, but that wedding was probably the most beautiful wedding I've ever done in my life.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Oh, it sounds nice.
Yeah. Do you feel like, I like how you mentioned that with Loriana. So do you feel that the more about the higher end wedding, the more like, not higher end wedding, but maybe just the venue itself, you're kind of like, well, okay, a little bit more expectation?
Yes, for sure. Definitely. But at the same time, I always give every single wedding I do 100%.
Of course.
So regardless if it's at a backyard wedding or if it's at a, very expensive venue, I always make sure that you're getting because I not only offer you my service, I offer you an expectation of like what you want it to look like, Instagram worthy.
Yes.
But also it has to taste amazing too. So you have to bring all those aspects into it.
See, that was a trick question and you answered it correctly. We got the little one?
Yep, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
She's like, help me. I'm like, okay.
The mama in action.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So now we are gonna get ready for. Let me see if you can hear this. Oh yeah, our lightning round.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
So basically, this right here is. We know a lot about Central Coast tacos now, and I'm gonna get made fun of because I can't even say it. Well, paletas.
Okay, so I'm gonna teach it to you. Paleta.
Paleta.
Yep. Perfect.
All right, Paleta and Co.
Perfect. There you go.
At Chihuahua. Okay, there we go. So we know a lot about those two companies, and congrats on them. You're doing amazing, of course.
Thank you.
But now we want to know more about you as a person. All right, so we're gonna
little game of this or that. Whatever comes to mind first. We'll say things super quick. You gotta answer just as quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me just get this beat running for a little bit, and then when it gets to the drop, can you hear the song?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So basically, what we're gonna do is ask you, this or that, and then you just say pick one.
Okay.
You just pick whatever. And the beat's coming. All right, people.
I love
All right.
it.
Here we go. All right. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Stay up late or wake up early?
Stay up late.
Halloween or Christmas?
Halloween.
Cow's milk or almond milk?
Almond milk.
Mints or gum? Gum.
Pool or hot tub?
Hot tub.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Beach or snow?
Beach.
Book or movie?
Movie.
Flats or heels?
Flats.
Flats.
Tacos or tamales?
Tacos, guys. Tacos.
Tacos all day.
Yes.
Boom.
Nice.
That was fun. That was it.
I'm a little nervous.
No, that was it. That was so fun.
Okay.
But before we wrap up this interview, just let everyone know where they can find you.
So you can find us on Instagram. We are at Central Coast Tacos, and then Instagram for Paleta and Co. Also Google, Instagram, Facebook, Wedding Wire. We're all on there. So.
All right, guys. You heard it from Brittany. If you're looking for some amazing food, some amazing ice cream, check her out. Thanks, Brittany.
Thanks, guys. It was
Bye.
great to do this interview with you. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay.
Bye. Man, what a great interview. Brittany is super cool. And for that one to be our first Zoom interview, I'm glad it was with her first, right?
Yeah, 100%. Love Brittany, and that was a lot of fun.
Definitely. And I can't wait to have some tacos and some ice creams.
Oh, yeah. Made me hungry.
Definitely. As always, guys, thanks again for tuning in to the Wedding Vendors Happy Hour. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on our podcast and YouTube to hear from some more amazing wedding professionals. We'll catch you later on episode 29.